Hey people, what's going on? This is Godma. The current game is going to entail two players, obviously. It's a one-on-one. In the bottom left corner we have the green Zerg. That's going to be myself, Rapt. I'm going up against Racist as the blue Terran. Now I should mention, although the account name remains the same, this is actually Spliffy, so if you, the 5 or 6 people out there who were following my very early videos with Spliffy, this is the player from those games of old. So I plan on casting a few games where I play against Spliffy. Certainly his gameplay has improved. He's gotten some time to just reflect on his mistakes of the past and just really to improve his gameplay. So yeah, I will be casting some games against Spliffy. I know there's a lot of ambiguity as far as who's playing what account in my videos, but that's just the nature of the beta right now. People are handing out their accounts to, they're handing out accounts every which way. Can never say for sure who is playing what account, but I actually managed now to delay the supply depot very greatly. This SCV isn't going to haul ass over there quick enough to get that up when he needed to, so the blue Terran player's supply is going to be behind. So right off the bat, the green Zerg is ahead just as far as the build order. I mean, certainly Racist could have prevented that supply depot from being delayed just by bringing over another SCV to put some pressure on that drone. So as we do expect from conventional Zerg play, getting that spawning pool at 14 supply, sending out these overlords to do some basic scouting. My drone here is patrolling Spliffy's base. He actually has this command center queued up with 5 SCVs, so not the best management of his minerals there. That being said, though, he does have his wall off complete, so he is just planning on popping SCVs, which is not a terrible decision. It's just that he queued up 5, so that is a lot of minerals that he could be putting, queuing up within other commands. My spawning pool is in play. No queen just yet. I had 300 minerals just there, so the queen is a little bit delayed, not getting that out as quickly as I could. I'm getting that roach warren now, so roach warren is out at about 16 supply. Still no queen. That's a bit of a misplay from myself. I suppose that the delay of the supply depot is just going to be about the same as the delay from my queen, so yeah, just starting that now. My late queen will make up for the fact that Racist was not able to prevent that supply depot from getting harassed. Not the biggest mistakes, but in Starcraft 2 things like that do add up. I'm now transferring to double gas actually, so I'm opting to make roaches out of 2 gas, also dropping a relatively late hatchery. That was probably at about 17 or 18 supply. Spliffy actually a very bold decision. He's making a second wall off here at his choke to his natural expansion. It's on Steps of War, it is very difficult to achieve this, but seeing as how I'm not willing to rush the Terran player, it is in this case a good decision. And then yeah, obviously if he can successfully complete this wall off, he just needs probably another barracks and maybe a couple more supply depots to do that. He could even throw an engineering bay there, but yeah, if he does successfully do that, he'll be able to that much more easily defend this natural position. My second hatchery is up, my expansion rather. I'm not saturating it very greatly. I'm actually making a second queen, so I have been doing a little bit of research, and if you guys have been following, for example, the HDH Invitational or just other pro-level games, you will notice that a huge saving grace for Zerg players is if you find yourself in trouble, that second queen, what you can do is you can use the 2 combined queens to block off your ramp. So the queens actually do decent DPS, and they have how much HP? They have 175 HP, so you combine that together, you got 2 queens forming a wall to your base, and also they just serve as a good frontline defense. So 2 queens, that much better for your economy, and they can win the day against early rushes. So if theoretically Spliffy wanted to push out with these Marines, I would have these 2 queens in play, able to deny access to my main base. I also have 3 roaches, so a Terran, what is the term? A Terran offensive really wouldn't be that prudent for a Spliffy right now. trying to keep the energy count on these queens as low as possible, maybe thinking about moving out with these roaches. I don't have the Overlord speed upgrade yet, as my lair is almost complete, not just quite yet though. Trying to change some creep tumors up the map here, being a little bit impatient with this one creep tumor, not waiting until the original tumor spreads as far as possible. I'm just sort of dropping that right when my APM is there, basically. But it looks like I'm trying to move out with these 4 roaches. I don't know how good of a timing attack this is going to be, but probably just doing this in an attempt to gain some map control. Actually, Spliffy is dropping a supply depot here, probably to deny any hatcheries that I want to drop over this high yield area. That may or may not prove to be annoying in the future. My lair tech is done, so I should be generating creep. I haven't toggled that just yet. My movement speed on the Overlords is almost completed. Switching to production, Spliffy is working on his natural expansion, just building that directly in the mineral field. As I said earlier, he was able to wall off this natural expansion door, so making that much easier. Looks like I am researching movement speed for roaches, as well as pumping more roaches and just trying to saturate my second expansion. Right now, actually, a nice tech switch from Spliffy. I don't think he's encountered my roaches yet, but either way, just that one Marauder in play probably will be enough to deter any roach offensives from the Zerg player, especially considering that he has the high ground and he has this makeshift supply depot wall. Trying to push in here with these roaches, perhaps. I've actually thrown a high yield up there in the north location, so soon I hope to be operating off of 3 bases. Lowering that one supply depot, these Marines trying to push out, actually. Getting 1 hit away on that supply depot. I don't know how effective these roaches are going to do yet. Losing 1 roach there needlessly. Deciding to pull back, realizing that there's just a superior Terran force there. Actually, Spliffy has a sizable infantry force, and he seems to be agreeing with me in that he's probably going to plan on moving out with those Marines and Marauders, maybe trying to do some damage here to my front door. That being said, I'm doing pretty well to drop creep all over the map. There's my roaches will be moving very, very quickly. As you can see, they're outmaneuvering these Marines fairly easily. I don't want to let these Marines go Overlord hunting. So right now there's a bit of an engagement. I don't think I have quite enough roaches to fend these off. That being said, they are moving very quickly with that movement speed upgrade and on the creep. So pulling back these Overlords, pulling back these roaches, and trying to root these spine crawlers in place. But I think with patch 11 or patch 10, their root time almost doubled, so they're taking a very long time to root. This one spine crawler is finally in play. That's going to work against these infantry balls. Now using these roaches to try to fend off these Marauders as well, trying to focus down these Marauders as they are the real threat, but my first spine crawler goes down. My second spine crawler isn't rooted, so another Bush League mistake from Rapt. Only now just rooting that. Trying to change some creep tumors as all this is going down, but right now Spliffy does have a strong influence in my base. My only defense right now, I've got 3 roaches, which are not being microed greatly. And I also have this one spine crawler, which Spliffy is doing very well to outrange. That spine crawler getting